Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to here for game 2. High school hockey here at Sport One Parkview Ice House, where the Leo Lions are going up against the Fort Wayne Vipers. Both teams are coming off a loss last week. The Vipers losing to Carroll 4-1, and then Leo losing to Homestead, I believe also 4-1. So both teams are still looking for their first win of the season. As Eric, coming into this game, what do you think the mindset is of both teams?
Like you said, they're both still after their first win, so they're hungry. They both lost one in overtime to start this thing up, and you know that's pretty painful. So these guys, they're saying tonight's their night. They don't want to be the bottom team in this division to start this season out, and that's what this game is going to decide. Who starts on the bottom?
Yeah, like you said, both teams are going to be coming out hungry. This should be a very, very good matchup. And it's kind of like these rivalries are kind of building already. I know we got Homestead and Carroll. They're battling for the top. They're battling for undefeated. And it's here for this, as you said, for this game is kind of like who's going to be that bottom tier team. And obviously both teams don't want that to happen, as it should be a very good matchup.
Yeah, I think both teams have some really talented goal scorers and goaltenders for that matter, so it should be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Just before this game starts, we have about 2.5 minutes left to warm up, so we're going to read off our sponsors, allowing us to keep on doing these broadcasts. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board together, we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor District Council and affiliation local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. As warm-ups are just finalizing here on rink 47.
Leo sporting the white pants tonight. I always thought that was interesting for hockey teams to wear white pants. Very unique look.
Yeah, I kind of like them, actually.
I mean, it's not bad. I don't know, like, weird when you play against a team with white pants, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe when it's a fast, might
Yeah.
blend in with the ice a little bit. Maybe
That's my thoughts.
maybe could put a little bit more purple on there.
I used to play, if you see, I think that's Mensa there with a white stick. And if, you sneak a lot more poke checks in there with an all-white stick. You wouldn't think that's the case, but you ever play against somebody with a white stick, you don't see it out of the corner of your eye like you do a black stick or a green stick.
Aiden Stanley gets the bid tonight, starting net for the Leo Lions. And Sam Schifferly in net for the Vipers. Leo's going with Fisher, White, Calhoun, Mensa, and Murphy. And the Vipers going with their starters of Slager, Mudrack, Quas with Parks and Stebbins. As we are started here, it's the Vipers have control in the neutral zone. Stebbins dumps it in a little bit too far there behind the red line and ices the puck.
Wow, that was quick.
We got a penalty called there on Leo. It's number 9, Caden White. So an early opportunity here for the Vipers.
I think it was because it was on an ice. They got to take it outside the zone.
Face off one there by Whistler. Parks dumps it in, but Viper was offsides, so they have to retreat. Murphy behind his own net, sends it down the length of the ice. Schifferly there, but lets Parks picks it up. Parks gets pressured by Fiedler. Parks on the near side. Moves it up to Bacon. Bacon puts it to Duke. Duke dumps it in. Parks, top of the zone. Gets met there by Davis. Hard hit by Fiedler on Whistler. Behind the net, it's the Vipers. Bacon gets double teamed by Haynes and Fiedler. Haynes ties up Kaufman. Puck is in the skates. Bacon now. It's put up the boards by Davis. Kaufman with the strong stick, able to get the puck behind the Leo net. Bacon up top to Parks. Parks with a shot. Save by Stanley into the trapper.
You know, it's starting to look like we might have the makings of another physical game. Both these teams have pretty exceptional size and strength, and so far we've seen a few big hits already. That last one, Fiedler on Whistler up by the blue line, that was a bone crusher.
Face off one there by Leo. It's Murphy trying to get out of the zone, but kept in by Williams. It's Fisher. Gets tied up there. Quas behind, tries to go with a wraparound, just goes wide. As Rice puts it down low for Mudrick. Mudrick goes a little behind the back. Crosby move. Slager puts it up front, but Williams was tied up by Murphy. Quas. Slager, but the puck gets taken away by Murphy. Murphy cuts across the shot, save off the blocker of Schifferly. Quas tied up in the corner. Williams moves it up. The Slager, Leo kills off the first penalty. Biddle dumps it in. Schifferly behind his net, stops it. Crawford gets the puck first. try to center it, but the puck gets deflected. Minnick. Puck gets taken off his stick. The puck goes down into the Leo defensive zone. Putt tried to move it up to Farrell, but Stebbins tied him up. Puck gets sent back down. Leo with the puck. Try to get it out with Stryker. Kept in by Hendrick. Puck against the boards. Minnick with a hit. Farrell has it in the neutral zone. Gets a move across, cutting across the middle of the ice, but the puck gets taken off his stick, and Schifferle will cover it up. .11:40 here left in this first period. Leo was able to kill off an early penalty, keeping his game at 0. Face-off won by the Vipers. Engel sends it around. Haynes moves up and gets the puck kind of across with a shot off the pad there of Schifferle. In the corner it goes. Crawford moves up to Haynes. Haynes with a shot, just goes wide. Reith puts it down low. Stebbins ties his man up. Reith up top with a shot. And it goes in with a score. Deflection. By number 15, Jackson Crawford.
Yeah, we got another look at this one, Mason. I think Reith actually had a couple good shots from the blue line there. But this one finds a lane, and he's got players out front, and Crawford kind of uncontested there, to be honest with you. I think he was out last week, too. So good to see him back in action.
Vipers able to win the faceoff. But Calhoun in his own zone. Puts it up to Fisher. Fisher puck hits off a stick and gets sent back down. Fisher again. Finds White. White tried to get a Calhoun, but off the stick of Bacon. Knudsen. Puts it down low. Leo takes possession. Mensah. We have a delayed penalty coming up here on the Vipers. The trip. I think it was on Kaufman there. Now Leo has a chance on the power play here. So they are up 1-0 with 10:28 here in the first. Stebbins gets met up there by Haynes. Mensah try to find Murphy. Just goes off the boards and goes down the other way. White picks it up. Moving down the far side. Hines off the skate of Mensah. And Stebbins is able to put it down as here's a chance by Duke. Shot and saved by Stanley. And Leo's going the other way. It's Mensah. Takes the far side on Parks. Going around the net. Try to put up front to Calhoun. He isn't able to get enough on that one. Calhoun up top to Murphy. He scored a goal from this far out last week. Calhoun with a shot off the stick. And Bacon couldn't clear it out. But Duke, another chance here, but the bouncing puck. And he has to just dump it in. Bacon, the first guy to the buck. Puts it back to Haynes, and Haynes quarterbacking this power play. Puts it right up to Slager with the move, but he gets hit off the puck by Haynes. Great defensive play right there. Farrell try to get through a couple of defenders of the Vipers, but the puck gets taken away from him, and they send it down. Fisher finds Haley. He puts it up to Reith. Reith put it back down to DeWitt. DeWitt's puck gets taken away. Try to get it out. think it was Engel, but it couldn't. Vipers get possession of the puck. Able to dump it down was Rice, which is about 8 seconds left. Haley behind his net. Stretch pass there, trying to find Farrell, but goes down for an icing. As Duke had a couple of chances there.
Yeah, he
on
was
that
battling.
PK.
If he could have just settled that second one down, he was gone. That was a lucky bounce on that clear from Bacon.
Mudrick on the faceoff. Davis able to win it back, but it's pinned against the boards by Mudrick. Quas puts it back down low. As Biddle try to get down, but the pinch by Knutson able to keep it in the zone. Mudrick loses puck for a second. Able to tie up Till. Till's able to come out, but Knutson fanned on the shot. The puck goes over his paddle of his stick. And Leo takes it back. Putt with the puck, sends it down, but sends it into the bench of the Vipers. We'll face off here at center ice. Cahoon's able to win the faceoff. Murphy in his own zone, turns back, puts it back to Mensah. Dangerous play right there. And Kieran was offsides.
Murphy seems to think that should be all the way down. Having a word with the official about it. He's told that's in fact not the case.
Face off won by Calhoun. Murphy in his own zone. Off of Duke. Duke with a shot that just trickles wide. Murphy tried to clear it out, but Duke in the way of that. Another chance by him on that. He's had a couple tonight. Puck gets deflected down. Parks can they're not able to get it out as they send it down low. Stebbins puts it in the corner. Cahoon try to get up to Murphy. Murphy pinches down, is able to keep it in the zone. Cahoon with the puck, loses control. Try to get poked out with the Vipers, and a blocked shot was Whistler. So he goes off the bench for a change. Ryan Stebbins try to put Bacon just a little bit too much on that. Fisher puts pressure and is able to send it down. Stebbins off the boards to Parks. Parks flips it up to Bacon. Williams is able to get to that. Well, ultimately, Reith is able to pick it up. Bacon with it again in the neutral zone. Farrell with the puck in the corner. Gets met by Stebbins, and Stebbins is able to take it off. Penalty coming up on the Lions in a hook.
Oh, boy.
Farrell off to the bench with a hook. Vipers have a chance now to tie this game up with 6:10 left in the first. Face off here on the 6th side of Stanley. Mudrick and Davis on the faceoff. Davis able to win off the Haynes. Haynes off the boards. Parks couldn't control it and goes out. And Fiedler is able to send it down. Schifferle picks it up. Try to get off the Parks. Miscommunication there on that. Parks behind his own net. Flips it up there to Mudrak. Too far for him. Puck stays in, but then comes out as Quas sends it in. Haynes picks it up and sends it down the length of the ice. Parks behind his own net. Keeps it for himself. Finds Quas. Quas down the near side. Gets to the check of Haynes Williams with a shot and into the glove of Stanley.
First real opportunity they've seen on this power play. It's almost halfway over. Not a whole lot of poise on that breakout as of right now. They really got to settle down or just keep it in the attacking zone and set up. But right now their breakout is not looking pretty. They're getting way too much pressure on them, and they don't know how to handle it.
Murphy and Kern. Kern's able to win it back. Rice sends it down low. Kaufman. But Fisher is able to clear it. Rice behind his own net. He's got DeWitt behind him. Put up front there, but nobody was in the area. And Murphy sends it down. Rice in the far corner. Moves it to Kaufman as we delay penalty here.
Maybe the 5-on-3 will be a different story, but as of right now, the Leo Lions have no reason to fear taking penalties.
Very good forechecking there by the PK.
Yeah, they're all over them. They're going to seem more likely to score one shorthanded than the Vipers are to capitalize on the power play right now. But like I say, 5-on-3, that's going to be a different story.
A lot more ice, be able to move it around a lot more. So we've seen in the past, the Vipers have been able to move it around on their power play. It's just once it gets cleared, they have a problem of trying to get back into the offensive zone, as a lot of times the PK is putting a lot of pressure. DeWitt is off to the sin bin for a rough. Bacon puts it to Duke. Far side of the Rice, right with the shot. Save, rebound, just goes wide. Bacon on the near side. Puts it up top of the Rice. Rice finds Duke. Duke with a shot, save off the pad. And Fisher is able to dump it down. So we have 9 seconds. It's Calhoun on the forecheck. Lays in the Rice. Kuhn pins it up against the boards. First penalty is up. It's back to 5-on-4. Calhoun, a wraparound chance right there. Saved by Schifferle. Duke puts up the Bacon, but Bacon gets hit from behind by Haynes. Another penalty coming up. Kaufman within the near corner. Tried to center it there. Puck goes off the glass. Some extracurricular activities there by Haynes. So we have both going to the box.
And like I said, man, at this point, I don't think the Leo Lions are afraid to take penalties at all. Take a look at this. It's 5-on-3 in this situation. And Colton Calhoun just absolutely dogging on the forecheck. He kills off like 10 seconds doing this and winds up actually getting a couple good scoring opportunities.
Especially on that wraparound. I don't think anybody was ready for that.
No, he just absolutely dogging it on the forecheck. Of course, now we're going to have some discussions. That first game went by so fast, hardly any stoppages in play. I knew we weren't going to get so lucky with the late game.
As the chance for another 5-on-3 for the Vipers might turn into just 2 penalties offsetting to back to just a normal 5-on-4 for about a minute.
Ike and Duke out there, one of the players talking to the officials. In my opinion, he seems like he's one of the hungriest guys on the ice. We've seen countless opportunities that he's forged all on his own tonight.
It's been making the defense of Leo make.
I got a clip of his last one. This one comes right off the face-off outside the attacking zone. And he doesn't give up and winds up getting a great shot opportunity. That was probably the third. There was probably 2 or 3 of those that took place that I missed on the replay. And then finally I said, I got to make a mention of this kid. So we got that one, and they've given us an opportunity to talk about some stuff that happened earlier.
He's making the Leo defense make bad decisions in their own zone, or he's just getting in front of the puck and getting breakout opportunities.
Likewise, that's what the entire Leo Lions penalty kill has been doing. Hard forecheck and just rush the defense into making bad choices, and then penalties gone, and you got more offensive opportunities on the penalty kill than your adversaries on the power play. So it looks like we are going to see some 5-on-3 after all, huh, Mace?
Yeah, I think Haynes might have got 2 penalties on that same play. To get the original one for the hit, and then most likely rough. Haynes getting a 2 and a 10 on that charge, and then the 2 minutes for a rough. I mean, another penalty coming up.
Oh boy.
Got a slash.
There's going to be a lot of whistles in this. And when I said it was going to be a physical game, I was hoping it was going to be clean and physical. Not this hacking head to the box type stop and go type hockey. Very difficult to establish a good flow here as broadcasters.
Yeah. We have 4-on-3 now for 38 seconds, and then we're going to a 4-on-4. As Leo is able to win it. As Murphy sends it down low. Calhoun behind the net. Gets tied up there by Parks. Mudrick zooming through the neutral zone. Puts it down low for Quas. Quas in the near corner, puts it back to Mudrick. Quas behind the net. Takes a shot. Rebounds there. Williams not able to put it in. Huge hit there by Murphy. Williams up top to Parks. Parks makes a move. Parks still has the puck. Floating through the center. Nobody's able to get a stick on it. Quas battling behind the net. Quas getting pressured there by Calhoun. Sends it to Mudrick. Mudrick able to get away from Reith. Far corner, Mudrick up front. Williams save, rebound, score! Christian Williams on the rebound. Ties this game up at 1.
Yeah, we'll see the Vipers kind of working this one down low for a while. Keeping the Lions hemmed in their zone on the penalty kill. And then good poise from that corner, getting that out front. And it's not the first whack, but it's the second that puts it home past Stanley to tie this one at 1 here in the first period.
Were they still in the power play on that one, or did that go to 4-on-4?
I believe it was still a power play opportunity.
Power play goal there by Williams. We're on 4-on-4. As a play there by Bacon, puts it up front to Duke. Bacon behind the net. He got a goal last week against Carroll. Knutson puts it for Stubbins, went just a little bit far for him. Stebbins, excuse me. Stebbins puts it on net. Stanley pushes it out. Duke gets hit there by Till. Striker will pick it up. Gets pressured by Duke. Finds Farrell. Till gets hit off the puck by Knutson. Stebbins able to pick it up. Gets pressured. Leo line with a chance. Puts that one right. Bacon sends it down. Fisher in his own zone. Gets coughed up here with a chance. Shot. Pad save. Minnick with a chance off the right pad of Stanley. We are back to full strength for both sides. Vipers able to get a power play goal off all those penalties. It's Crawford. Gets the puck taken away from him by Hendrick. Back and forth we go. Ingalls puts over the Rice. We're under a minute here. Murphy takes the puck, makes a move, puts it just far off the post. Rice behind his own net finds Hendricks in the near corner. Fisher puts it back down low. Hendricks again. Try to put it behind him, but two Leo Lions were there. Minnick poke checks that away. Leo is able to still keep it in. DeWitt. And that puck gets sent down by Ingalls for an ice. With just 13 seconds left in this first period. We are tied at 1.
And we'll take a look at that last effort by Minnick almost to get the lead here. Sees his opportunity in the fan pass there. And just doesn't put it home. That could have easily been a Vipers lead that could have taken them to the end of this first period.
As we've seen so far in this game, this Vipers are making the Lions defenders make these, or putting pressure on them, allowing them to make these bad decisions, turn over in their own zone. Giving them these opportunities as a Murphy shot gets blocked. Shot gets sent down for an ice. So we get stopped with just
let that run out, huh?
0.7 of a second to go in this first period. Lions are trying to set something up for a quick shot opportunity. And nothing will do it for that. So that's the end of this first period. This game is tied 1-1. Leo struck first. The Vipers are able to respond on the power play.
Yeah, 1 goal aside, a whole mess of penalties in that first period of action, but we can take a look at these goals at the very least. So yeah, it starts out 11:09 on the clock. It's going to be Jackson Crawford from Liam Farrell, they say. I could have sworn it was Haynes that took the shot. I think that maybe Farrell got another tip on it, but I think Haynes took the shot from the point. And then after a whole slew of penalties that unfortunately we're not going to have time to even go over here, the Vipers would answer, and they've had a lot of great opportunities. But this one here, oh, wow, comes, I believe they're still on the, actually it might be 4-on-4 at this point. I think you're right, Mace. I think it is a 4-on-4 opportunity. And they wind up shoveling it out. Caden Mudrack does some work in the corner to get it to Williams out front, Christian Williams, and he gets a shot, was given a rebound, and took the rebound and put it in the back of the net to tie this one at 1 after 1 period of action. We got another one coming up. Should be exciting stuff, Mace.
Teams are just coming out of their huddles. We got 15 fresh minutes here at the start of this second period. Had a very eventful first period, as you said. Let's see if this transpires to the second. Top line out here for both teams. Mudrick and Calhoun. Battle again on the face-off dots. They kick out Mudrack there. Quas goes in. Quas and Calhoun. Calhoun able to win it back to Mensa, but too far for him. Parks finds Quas. Quas puts it behind to Mensa. Finds Mensa. Parks puts it far side. Mudrack puts the pressure there on Fisher. Calhoun in his own zone now. Puts up the Mensa. He's able to get around Parks there for a second, able to put it into the zone. Mudrack takes the puck away. has a chance now for the Vipers. Puts it a little too far in front for Slager. And Calhoun ultimately takes it over. Mensa. Try to dump it down, but Parks is able to pick it up. Gets through a couple of Lions. Mudrak is finally able to dump it in. Murphy finds Mensa. Puts it to Calhoun. Calhoun trying to get around Parks. Loses the puck, was able to get it back. Calhoun puts out front for Mensa. Murphy picks it up, blocks shots. Fisher's able to keep it in, flips it down. And Schifferle decides to cover this one up. Face off here. The blocker side is Schifferle. Farrell and Whistler. Farrell wins it back to Reith, but it goes out of the zone. Reith puts it to Farrell. Gets pressured there by Whistler. Haley puts it down low behind the net. Knutsen's able to get to it. Puts it up to Bacon. Bacon off the boards gets blocked by the pinch of put. Shot gets blocked. That was Biddle's shot. It gets blocked by Whistler. Puck goes out of the Leo zone. Knutsen shoots it on goal. Reith behind his own net. Puts it to his deep partner. Puts. Pressure of Bacon. Keeps the puck in the zone. In the far corner. Puck goes up. Hand pass gets waved off. And the shot there by Knutsen into the glove of Stanley. Kernan Davis on the faceoff. Kern's able to win it back, but too far for Rice. Delayed offsides. Leo takes it now. It's Reith. Reith. Reverse hits Rice there, but the puck gets away from him. Mick able to put it down into the Leo zone. Davis picks it up. Off the boards there to Fiedler. Fiedler sauces it to DeWitt. DeWitt gets a little soft shot there, and it's covered up there by Schifferle.
Yeah, it seems like things have settled down here in the second period, and both teams are focusing a little bit more on the game than trying to one-up each other and head to the penalty box. Hopefully that didn't jinx us, because we've had some pretty good gameplay out here.
Davis is able to win the faceoff back to Fiedler. Fiedler going down low. Puts it to DeWitt. Fiedler is able to push it up to the front there. Poke checked away. Striker now. Puts it on the stick of Fiedler. Fiedler dumps it in. Stebbins puts it up to Quas. Quas gets it out. But Leo takes possession back. Striker on the near side. Finds Fiedler off the boards. Fiedler going in. Dumps it in. Gets it. Hit off Parks. And Slager is able to get it out of the zone. Pass there goes too far in front. Striker and Quas has a chance now on the face-off circle. It gets taken away. Puck pin, near corner here. Puts it up to Parks. Parks with a shot. Just goes wide. Try to find a deflection there of Quas. Mudrak able to find Stebbins. Stebbins off the boards. Mudrak with a shot. Just goes wide. Delayed penalty coming up here. Looks like on the Vipers. Mudrak will touch up. See what we have here. Cross check.
Seems like maybe I did jinx us. We were going so strong in the second period, no penalty stoppages, and now here we are again.
Mudrack with a cross check here. 10:57 left in the second period. Leo had an opportunity earlier in the first period in the power play, but the Vipers PK unit did a really great job. Gains a couple of chances there. Stebbins on the tie-up. Calhoun takes it away from him. Calhoun puts it up, able to find Crawford. Crawford tried to move it across the Mensa, but gets poke checked, deflected there by Bacon, but Mensa with the stick lift takes the puck away from Bacon. Mensa gets pressured there by Parks. Bacon picks it up on his own zone, gets blocked there by White. So he gets put against the boards by Bacon, but the puck is not out. Crawford, Jackson Crawford, trying to get through the stick of Duke. It will get to the Calhoun. Calhoun trying to put it up front. Poke checked away there by Schifferle. Murphy with the shot, just goes high. Stebbins picks it up off the glass, and Duke finally able to clear, and they're able to get a change. Halfway through this PK, Murphy was stretched past there to White. Takes a bad bounce off his stick. Farrell couldn't get into the zone, but Murphy is, but we have an offsides.
Yeah, and Crawford's going to try to contest that, but he was a full step over the line from what I saw. Quass is able to win it back, but DeWitt puts it into the zone. Reith able to find Farrell, but Farrell puts that one wide. Fisher puts it to Haley. Haley, shot, blocked. Knife on the pad there, Schifferle. Farrell with the puck now. Near side, turning across. Still has the puck. Puts it back for Fisher. Fisher puts it down low for DeWitt. DeWitt behind the net. Puts it up top to Haley. Haley back to DeWitt. DeWitt now to Fisher. Fisher with a shot. Try on Farrell for the 1-T, but just goes wide, and Rice puts it off the glass, trying to find Mudrack there, but bouncing puck. Mudrack's not able to sell that one. Quass on the forecheck. Knutson sends it down. Reith picks it up behind his own net. Puts over his D partner Fisher. Back and forth they go. Reith over skates the puck, and Quass is able to pick it up down low. Quass tries to center it, but gets the stick of Reith. Quass gets pinned up by Fisher. Gets some help by Williams, so Fisher takes the puck away from him. Trying to move it up top to Fiedler. Sends it down, but Haley is able to get to it and able to get a shot off, and that goes off the pads of Schifferle. Vipers are able to send it out. Murphy in his own zone. Pass gets intercepted there by Stebbins. And he goes across the line. Mudrack sends it down deep. Kaufman puts pressure on Murphy. Murphy still gets it. Hits it off the boards to himself another time. So we have a 2-on-1 coming out. Murphy with a shot. Puts it into the stomach of Schifferle. It's Murphy with a couple of moves there to get it up the ice and creating a chance. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Murphy is a talented skater, and he's got a good head on his shoulders, so he can make some pretty impressive stuff happen out there when he puts the puck on his stick.
Kern and Calhoun on the faceoff. Top line out for Leo. Mensa is tied up along the boards. Calhoun able to get the puck, but puts it right to Bacon's stick. Bacon try to get around Murphy. He does, and he's able to send it in. Murphy behind his own net. Sends it around the boards up to Mensah. Mensah puts it up and finds Calhoun. Calhoun able to get through a couple of Vipers, but White was offsides. Calhoun had an opportunity there to potentially even make a 2-on-1 or even a breakaway.
That's been a bit of an issue for Leo. They're going offsides a lot, it seems like. Just a little bit of a lack of communication. Wingers are a little bit too excited to enter the zone. They're not waiting for the puck carrier. That could come back to bite you.
Calhoun's able to win to Mensah. Picked up by Calhoun again. Calhoun with a shot just goes wide. White puts it back to Murphy. Murphy with the shot gets deflected by Kern and hits the safety netting. Face off here, stick side of Schifferly. Vipers with the late sub as they want Whistler out on the ice. Face off won by Calhoun. A little chip shot there by Mensah, covered up by Schifferly, and we'll do this all again. Calhoun with the win again, puts it back to White. White trying to get around Duke. Couldn't get around Ingalls as he gets stick off. Ingalls sends it back to Rice. Rice off the boards there, but Calhoun's there, put down Mensah. Mensah with the shot, saved there by Schifferly. Murphy with the rebound, sends it down low. Rice couldn't get around the strong stick of Calhoun. Calhoun sends it around. Mensah able to pick it up, and he sends it the opposite way, off the glass. Duke picks it up, crosses the middle, hits it off the boards. Put, tries to get into the offensive zone, gets stopped there by Rice, and Murphy sends it down. Ingalls with Mensah on him. Duke, off the shin pad at Crawford, giving a chance for Mensah. Mensah got tied up there by Rice. And Ingalls will send it down for an ice.
Tell you what, Mace, the Vipers are going to have to be a lot more careful in their defensive zone. Exhibit A right here. We got, I'm not sure who that is, tries to reverse it. His defensive partner's on the other side of the net. Whistler was close as the center, but had no idea that was going to happen. 100% didn't call for it. And it winds up getting picked up by Leo and thrown out front, where Mensah got a grade A opportunity from the slot. Lucky there. Schifferly was on the ball.
Crawford able to win back to Farrell. Farrell with the block shot. The puck
and again
was wobbling.
Schifferly.
Wobbling on the crease, but he's able to find it. Thankfully, there's some ice there. There's some snow on the
I don't know
crease.
If we'll be able to see much of that from our replay. It looks like we can see it, but not as good as we have from the angle. We're standing right above this. But oh my gosh, what another close one.
Striking shot gets blocked. Knutson puts it up to Quas. Quas sends it down. Gets slowed down there. Stryker picks up behind his own net. Gets pressured by the Vipers. In the far corner. Near corner. Quas able to keep it in. Find Kern. Kern's shot gets blocked by Stryker. Slager gets pinned up. Haley able to pick it up. Trying to get it out. Crawford now. He gets hit off the puck. Quas gets around one defender but loses his edge. Leo picks it in their defensive zone, gets flipped out. Haley tried to dump it in, but Mudrak denies that. Quas now sidesteps a man, takes a shot, and a chest save by Stanley.
A couple extra shoves after that one as we see some opportunities coming for the Vipers now. All right, he's going to go. Are they taking one aside? Doesn't seem like it.
Maybe. Kaufman
Oh yeah, yep.
and Farrell.
We got one aside headed to the penalty box with their palms to the sky.
Both unsportsmanlike conducts.
Yeah, refs have been a lot quicker to throw guys in the penalty box in this second game, I'll tell you that much.
Both penalties are offsetting, so we're going to stay 5-on-5 here with 4:48 left in the second. Game is still tied at 1. Murphy behind his net gets pressured by Duke. Finds Whistler, who gets hit off the puck, and Leo going the other way. It's Carter Davis. He gets the puck taken away from Bacon. Fiedler, excuse me. Bacon blocks the attempt to get sent in. Stebbins puts it to Parks, this near side. Try to find Whistler, but I don't think Whistler was prepared for that pass. Murphy stretches it to DeWitt, who's able to chip it in. Parks off the boards. Finds Fisher. It's DeWitt, puts it back to Murphy. Murphy sauces it over to Fiedler. His attempt to go in gets stopped by Stebbins, and he just sends it low. Parks behind his own net. He's pressured by Mensah. Mensah takes the puck, finds White off the skate. Mensah cutting down low. Puck is still loose. Mensah with a shot just flips over the net. White picks it up the far side. Tried to cut in, but Bacon was right there to stop that. Puts it down low for Mensah. Parks poke checks it along the boards. Calhoun try to get around Stebbins, but loses the puck, and Duke sends it down. And that's going to go all the way down for an icing. Another chance there by Leo.
Yeah, another slew of chances. The Vipers are defending, but somewhat sloppily so.
Mensah and White are doing a lot of the dirty work right now for Leo, creating chances. Calhoun and Kern on the face-off. Quas on it on the far side. Mensah puts it down low for Calhoun. Calhoun trying to find that pass up front, besides keep it. White gets it bodied off by Ingalls. Calhoun keeps the puck. Puts it down low for White. White on the far side, puts it up top. By Putt's able to keep it in. Calhoun gets pressured by Rice. It's pinned. White's able to take it. Putt with a shot, blocked, just goes wide. Putt, top. Another shot gets blocked. Shot there, gets deflected wide. That was Reith on the shot. Calhoun behind the Vipers' net, finds Mensah. Calhoun puts up the cross with a bouncing puck, rolling puck, scrambling there. Rice able to take it off the rebound. And Vipers going the other way. Slager with the shot is high, goes all the way down. And Mensah picks it up, puts it back for Haley. Haley trying to get around Rice. No angle shot. Shively there with the save. Rice flips it up. Vipers with a chance right now. Leo able to take it away. Stebbins try to go off the boards, but puts it into his own bench.
Whistler heading off. The minute and a half left here in the period. On his way to the dressing room.
He went there before in the first period. He looked like he was holding his hand, so I don't know if he's
getting that.
Something irritated him earlier in the first period.
Getting that figured out.
We moved the puck, the face-off, now into Leo's defensive zone. It's Williams and Crawford on the faceoff. Won by Leo. Moving through the neutral zone was Haley. Tried to go off the glass, but ends up going off the netting. A minute 28 left in the second period. We are still tied here. Faceoff's going to be outside of Leo's zone. Crawford and Williams at it again. Williams able to win this one back. As Minnick trying to dump it in. Hendrick gets bumped off the puck there by Biddle. Biddle off the boards. If Crawford can get there, it won't be icing, but Yaney gets there first, and that's going to be for an ice. Face off here is stick side of Stanley. Modrak able to win the face off. Bacon look for a quick shot, but gets poked away, and Stebbins able to keep it in. Mudrick puts it down in the corners. We just hit the minute mark. Leo with the puck. That's Murphy. Murphy with a blocked shot. Goes off a shin pad and goes out of play.
Yeah, Murphy was ready to head up ice, man. He did not slow down at all off that block shot. There was no thought in his mind that that thing was not coming out of the zone. I suppose in a way it did come out of the zone, but out of play, so he didn't get the breakaway he thought he was going to get.
Top line's out for both teams. Cahoon not able to win the faceoff as Bacon's able to take possession. Bacon behind the Leo net. Try to put it up front there, but it gets blocked by Fisher. Stebbins able to take chance away from Leo. Cahoon and Mensa were on the forecheck. Stebbins behind his own net. Moves it to Parks on this near side. Parks takes it up. Finds Duke. It's a late hit there by Parks. The penalty coming up now for the Vipers.
Yeah, not the time in the game you're going to want to take a penalty like that. And I think coaching staff yelling at Parks there, not the referee, because that's just putting your team in a tough spot here. Right before the intermission, you got to kill 14.7 seconds, and then you're going to come out, and it's tough to get any momentum when you're a man down to start a period. You'll either be at this point a man down or coming fresh off letting up a shorthanded goal, or a power play goal, I should say.
Calhoun, White, Crawford, Mensa, and Murphy are out for the Lions power play. Mensa takes a shot. It gets deflected and goes off into the safety netting. Mudrick, Knutson, Duke, and Stebbins. Bacon's now out for the Vipers PK. Duke ties up. Calhoun White had a chance there, but gets taken away from Newton as he tries to tie this up to waste the end of this period. Still tied up, put out front, knocked away by Stebbins with a second left. And that will do it for the second period. So we are still tied 1-1. Leo Lions are going to have a minute 45 of power play to start this second period. So we're going to step aside as you're watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it, no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Welcome back, everybody. So we are in the middle of the second intermission. Zamboni is getting close to cleaning up the ice. And Eric, would you like to summarize these first two crazy periods?
Yeah, so we definitely saw more penalties than anything. So both teams in and out of the penalty box pretty frequently. We had Leo start the scoring off in the first. Just over 11 minutes left on the clock there. We get a shot from Haynes. Or I guess it wasn't Haynes. I keep saying it was, but that definitely wasn't. The live stats had it right. I think we might have even called it Haynes. But it wasn't, and nevertheless, Jackson Crawford with the tip in, kind of left alone, uncontested out front, and gets a stick on that one and gets it around Schifferle. You know, a little bit later on, after a slew of penalties, of course, I think this is a 4-on-4 situation, both teams with guys in the box. And it's going to be Mudrack centers this one to Williams from the corner, a nice patient play, and Williams gets a good shot off, hits it off the pad, something that no goalie can ever cover up right away, and he's all alone there, so he gets the rebound and puts it home to tie this one up. And that's where we sit right now. Of course, we are going to see a minute 45 seconds remaining of the Dylan Parks penalty. He went down for interference with just 15 seconds left in the second period of action. So that's going to bleed over, and it might give Leo Lions an opportunity to get up ahead early in the third period.
Like as we saw, say about a little over halfway, the White, Mensa, and Calhoun line was really, really buzzing, creating chances. As in that second period, Leo had 9 shots to the Vipers 3.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious deficit. And they all came right out front in clusters.
And the Vipers, they kind of control, say a lot of the penalties because they had a lot of power play opportunities. So they were leading the shot department 8-4. So it's like they flip-flop both periods.
Yeah, definitely a tight game. 1-1 on the scoreboard, and it's close, man. Every aspect of this one has been give or take for either team. So should be an exciting third.
It should be. Zamboni just finished up cleaning on the ice. Team should be heading out of the locker rooms. And what do you think the coaches are talking about right now?
I mean, realistically, these are the kind of games you want to be a part of, and you want players that want to be a part of this type of a game. There's likely going to be a hero here in this third period, maybe a couple. Maybe they're going to go back and forth. But it's something everybody should be excited about, but you can't get too excited. You got to remember what you're doing. You got to remember your job and do every part of your job. And if you do that, then you're going to go home feeling good after this one.
Yeah, I bet you one thing they're probably talking about is staying out of the penalty box, because heading to this third period, the penalty could change the entire aspect of this game.
And the Vipers are starting with one, so they've definitely addressed that. Come out, kill this one off, get some momentum back, and then step on their throats.
I know personally for me, I didn't really like having a penalty at the end of the period, because then instead of starting in the offensive zone, you have to start in the neutral zone. You have to set everything up. I feel like it just takes a lot longer. So maybe sometimes penalty at the end of the period, it may be crucial, maybe a little bit demoralizing, but, you know, you get to start off this period fresh. You don't have to defend right away. You can win this faceoff back and then start playing the long game on these penalties.
Yeah, and the power play on completely fresh ice could be good or bad, because I'm looking now and we're seeing some puddles here at the ice house. Looks like teams are going to hold off and let them freeze over, but I know when you're on the power play, it helps to be able to move the puck across a smooth surface, but also if there's puddles, that's the worst thing for a power play breakout and for a power play setup. So we'll see. We'll see for sure. Because I know usually you'll practice your power play at the end of the period, so you will have pretty dirty ice. So you're used to that, but on clean ice, boy, can you get that thing zipping around, and the penalty killers don't have any advantage from a clean sheet of ice.
It might get stuck, you know, get the opportunity if it gets stuck, and they could be able to clear it. Both teams are just hitting the ice here. Get a couple warm-up laps, get those legs stretched out. We're seeing down below us, it looks like Whistler might be out for the rest of this game with an upper body injury.
Yeah, he's down there. He's got his upper equipment off. Helmet is on. I don't know if he plans to go sit on the bench. Looks like that's coming off now, too. Too bad. I wonder if that happened in that early on hit from, I forget who threw it, but it was right in front of Leo's bench. Whistler took a hard hit, and
yeah, I remember
it looked like a bone crusher. And, you know, you never like to see anybody get hurt. They all come out here, they want to play a full game, go home, come back next week and play another one.
Yep. Because he went off at the end, like closer to the end of the first period. He went to the locker room, but then he came back on and did a few shifts, but it probably was still bothering him.
He's a tough kid. He wanted to battle through it, but you know, sometimes it's just not worth it. "15 minutes on the game clock. Minute 45 on the Dillon Parks power play. I didn't get to go outside in intermission this time to do my weather report, so apologize for that. I'm sure it's windy and pretty chilly.
It was pretty windy these last couple of days. I was getting some gas, and in the morning it was really windy. I'm like, man, it's kind of cold. It's a lovely 46 degrees outside.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's trick-or-treating weather. How's that for trick-or-treating weather, man? Trunk-or-treats going on all over town.
Oh. All right, we got a fresh sheet of ice. 15 minutes on the clock. Leo's going to be starting off with the power play. Calhoun is able to win this one back to Murphy. Murphy sends it far side to Crawford. Back to Murphy. Murphy tried to put it back to Crawford, but I guess goes through the legs. Stebbins picks this one up, sends it far side. Knutson not able to get out as he's not able to get enough. Calhoun and Stebbins battling for the puck, and Stebbins is able to hit off the boards and send this one out. Murphy picks this one up, decides to go near side. Skates in, but offsides.
That's just unfortunate, man. Calhoun had lost his stick, and he was a little bit slow to pick it up, and he saw that Murphy was making the break for the offensive zone. He tried to turn on the jets and stretch over the line at the last second, but the ref with the Hawkeye caught him.
Face off on the far side, just outside the Viper zone. It's Farrell able to win this face off. It's Sliger gets the puck taken away from him by White. As Quas lost an edge there by the Zamboni doors. A little earlier, the refs were trying to repair it just a little bit. Obviously, it might be a little bumpy over there. Murphy picks it up in his own zone. Try to get it. Looks like the Mensa, but Kwas is able to intercept it. Kwas by himself in the far corner. He's got 3 Lions around him, sends it around. And Duke picks this one up, try to pin it. He's got 30 seconds left on this peak, on the power play. Still has a puck there as Mensa is able to take it away. He's still pressured by Duke. He sends it down. No icing on that one, as Rice was pretty close to the line. DeWitt sends it in. Rice sends it down, goes off the feet of Farrell. Bacon trying to get it around Haley. Still has it in the neutral zone. Tries to send it down, gets blocked. Looked like by DeWitt. And the Vipers are able to kill the power play, so we are back to even strength. Haley took it out of the zone for a second, trying to get around Mudarak, but goes offsides.
Yeah, at the end of the game, I feel like Leo's going to look back. If they don't make something happen, they're going to regret all these broken offensive zone entries that could have been quality rushes or resulted in zone time that they went offsides. Just, I don't want to be the guy who keeps harping on don't go offsides, but it can really break your flow.
Vipers went back. Ingalls battling there with DeWitt. Looks like on the boards there as Mudarak able to pick it up. DeWitt putting pressure there. Try to center it, but Haley's able to stop it, but puts it to Parks. Parks with a stick. Shot gets blocked. Mudarak try center again, but not enough on that one. Bacon blocks the attempt to get out, but Farrell picks it up. Farrell moving around the near side. Makes a move, get around Engel. Sends it down deep. Parks puts it up to Bacon. Bacon try to find Mudarak, puts it off into his skates and had to kick it and lose possession. Farrell picks it up. Farrell got bumped up the puck by Parks. He had a chance to cut across the ice. Reith in the zone. Gets across the line, sends it down deep off the glass. Bounces it around the back of the net. Knutson trying to get around Fiedler. Bacon picks it up. Stops and tracks, try to get around Stryker, but too many lines are in the way. Davis gets met in the neutral zone by Knutson. Still has a puck. Davis with a shot off the shoulder and goes into the safety netting.
Yeah, good effort there by Davis. Took that hit, kept right on chugging, wound up getting a shot on net, and generates an offensive zone faceoff.
Faceoff won by the Vipers. Knutson moves it around to Stebbins. Stebbins try to get it around Roth. Puck goes out of the zone. Murphy picks it up, goes off the boards. Davis sends it down low. Roth being pinned by Stebbins. Moves it around to about the blue line. Davis sends it back into Knutson. There to retrieve it. Fiedler able to block the attempt to get out. Going across with a shot. And a glove save there by Schifferle. Both teams decide to change lines here with 10:57 left in this third period. Face-off going to be out the glove side of Schifferle. Vernon Calhoun on the face-off. Calhoun able to win it back, or won it back in between of his defensemen and goes out. Murphy couldn't get around a Viper, sets it back down. It's Fisher. Fisher goes off the skates of Rice, who meets Murphy there. Murphy looks like he's going to get a penalty call on here. The cross check. And the Vipers are going on the power play here with 10:37 left.
Yeah, in the offensive zone, the Vipers look fine on the power play. If it gets down into their zone, you can bet that you're going to see the Leo Lions forechecking with some pretty serious intensity, and they're going to be trying to set up some offensive opportunities and shorthanded opportunities at that.
Boston Calhoun on the face-off once again. Bacon able to get it back there to Parks. Parks finds Duke, but Fiedler there on the poke check and able to get out of the zone. Calhoun is able to pick it up and send it down the length of the ice.
And here we go. Fiedler right on Parks.
Fiedler pressuring Parks. Puck is still behind the net. Duke able to find Quas. Putt was able to stop that from happening, and he takes the puck down. Calhoun with the shot, gets blocked. Go to the far side, and Duke trying to get it out. Puck is just sitting there. Quas takes it, gets hit by Calhoun. Duke is moving through the neutral zone into the Leo's defensive zone. Duke moves it to Quas. Quas trying to center it, gets blocked. Duke coming across. Loses the puck there as he fanned a couple of times and sends it down and goes off for a change. Reith sends it down the length of the ice. Stebbins there to pick it up. He's got DeWitt running on his tail. Sliger trying to get around Fisher, but wasn't able to. Puts it back down to Stebbins. Mudrick gets the puck taken away by DeWitt, but the Leo's offside, so they have to retreat. 25 seconds left here on this man advantage for the Vipers. Stebbins puts it up to Mudrick. Mudrick trying to get around a couple of lines, shoots it into the glove of Stanley. Mudrick and Farrell on the face-off. Farrell ties up Mudrick. Puck is there for the taking. Haley pins it up against the boards, puts it off the glass. Sliger up top. Stebbins with the shot. Deflection just goes wide off the stick of Williams. Leo kills off this one. It's a shot up in the slot. Just goes wide. And Fisher sends it down. Stebbins, he's got a man on his tail. That's Crawford. Goes around his own net. Stebbins trying to get there to Kern. Goes off the boards. And Stebbins picks it back up. Stebbins moving around behind his net. Murphy pinches, makes a move. Murphy shoots and puts it into the chest of Schifferle.
There's Riley Murphy generating more opportunities. You know, I know it's pretty early to start thinking about this, but wouldn't it be a shame if this thing went into overtime and then ended in a tie and neither of these teams had a win still?
That would be crazy.
And headed right back into the week one cycle.
I'm surprised they don't do shootouts.
I've seen it in playoffs only. In playoffs.
Striker just went over the blue line just enough for an offsides.
Like I say, what a structure to this league, because Leo and Carroll went into overtime. And then Carroll had a fairly decisive win over the Vipers, and the same story for Homestead and Leo. So it's just strange, like certain teams are targeting certain strengths, I think, and
Crawford there in the neutral zone. It's taken away by Knutson. Knutson trying to get it in. He's able to get across the line. As Murphy was able to go away from Quas and Bacon. Murphy on the move here, trying to get around a couple of players, gets met. Trying to look for a call right there. Maybe trying to look for a trip or something like that, but he just got hit there.
Yeah, he was hoping to get something that I don't think was there. But
got squeezed by a Viper sandwich.
Referee made the right call.
Cahoon and Duke on the faceoff. Cahoon's able to win to the far wing side. Duke behind his own net in the corner. Cahoon moves it to White. White puts it back down, rings it around the boards. Ganey sends it down the length of the ice for an icing. They're able to get a change. Vipers substitute all 5 players.
Got Calhoun Mensa line out there now for the Leo Lions. They can be dangerous in the offensive zone.
They've been creating chances a lot. They especially are really good working down low and moving and centering it.
This situation, they win the face-off all the way back in their defensive end. The linesman had to get that one.
We finally have penalties coming on us.
So I think because that had to be called from so far out, it has to be a 5-minute.
Kern got hit across them from behind, right into the boards. Clark and Coleman are the officials here discussing things.
I think that's going to be 5 minutes.
I think that. Trying to see who they're calling over. It might be Putt. Yeah, Putt's heading to the Sid bin. See what they call.
Yeah, see, Leo's not happy about this, but I think they're giving him a 5-minute major. And they're not.
Give them 2 minutes.
Only 2 minutes, so I don't know why would you contest that. That was...
From our angle, you could see that.
I mean, it was fairly egregious.
Kern's face was right into the glass. Vipers get an opportunity here with 6:56 left. Their top power play line. Oh, they call it 10 meg. I think it might be
it was
2 and a 10.
A 2 and a 10. That makes sense. But it's better for Leo than to take 5 minutes with 6:56 left in the third period.
Parks gets tied up there by Murphy, and Calhoun's able to pick it up. Calhoun's got a step there. Kwas is able to take it away. Duke gets pressure there by Calhoun in the skates of Sliger. Puck still not out, but here comes Kwas. Moving along, takes a shot. Glove save by Stanley. Face off here, stick side of Stanley. Kwas wins it back. Sliger with a shot. Too far for Murphy, and Knutson safely takes it back, puts it to Duke. Duke, far side to Bacon. Bacon stops, looks around, finds Duke. Duke over to Knutson. Off the boards. Knutson off the stick, try to center it, blocked. And Mensa is able to dump it and get a change. With a minute left on this power play, Knutson finds Bacon on the near side. Miscommunication on the pass, but Bacon still able to keep it. Going around the far side. Stops. Moves back up top. Try to find Stebbins. Stebbins with a quick shot there. Blocked by Murphy. Bacon with a little bit of a pinch. Stebbins just bounces over his stick. Not be able to get it. Leo's looking for but Davis here on an opportunity. He's got a step on Stebbins with a shot. He scores! Short-handed goal here for Leo. And they take the lead here with 5:20 left in this third period.
And we'll take a look. Leo Lions not afraid to flee their own zone on the penalty kill. So they've got guys pressuring up in the neutral zone. The puck's not even there yet. And a man behind the play in Davis with a step and beats Schiffelry on an absolute snipe to get the lead here as we head towards the late third period.
Murphy sends that one down. Vipers still have 15 seconds left, but as you said, they've had trouble getting out of their own zone. See what they're able to do here. They got 5 minutes left to tie this up. Reith puts it up as it's through. Here comes Minnick. Minnick finds Williams with a shot, gets blocked. Puck's there for the taking. And Biddle able to move it up. Here comes Crawford with a 2-on-1 with Murphy. Shot. It goes wide. It goes out of the zone. Reith is tied up there with Kaufman. Here comes Williams with a 3-on-2, trying to move it along. This goes wide. Hendricks. Murphy takes it himself. He's got a 1-on-1 here. He gets past Minnick. Murphy with a shot and the save there by Schifferly. Keeping it a 1-goal game, and the Vipers are going to send it. Not going to be enough for an icing. Murphy picks it up. Finds Crawford there. He goes back to his own zone. Striker on the far side. Stebbins. Try to move it there to Hendricks, but he's going off for a change. Murphy moves it far side to Crawford. Crawford puts it to the center for Farrell. Farrell stops and goes around the other way. Trying to get around Stebbins, but Stebbins blocks off the angle. Till. Shot gets blocked. Quas is able to get it out. Haley taps it in. Parks moves it up to Bacon. Bacon finds Quas. Quas gets it around Haley. Moving far side. Puts it over to Slager with a shot. Saved by Stanley. We got 3:17 left in this third period. Leo is up 2-1 off a Carter Davis short-handed goal. Mudrak able to win it back. But White chases it out. Mensa dumps it down low. Calhoun the first one there. He's behind his back trying to get away from Duke. Mensa had control of the puck, but the Vipers are going to send it down for an icing. Glove side here, Schifferly for the face-off. Calhoun. Looks like Mudrak. Murphy. The shot gets tipped, but that one is just going wide. Calhoun, far side. Tries center, gets blocked by Duke. Duke able to get out of the zone. Finds Mudrak. Mudrak able to get around. Him and Murphy going for the puck. Murphy plays the body. Mudrak able to get around. Mudrak tries centering it, but it just goes off the side of the net. Reese sends it around to Murphy. Murphy tried to find Mensa. but too far for him, and that's going to be called for an icing.
Two and a half minutes seems like a long time, but we're going to have to keep an eye on Schifferle here any minute now. You see a lot of teams pull him early and earlier with an in-zone face-off. I wouldn't be surprised if Gibson had something up his sleeve over there.
Clausen Calhoun on the face-off. Reith sent it around Murphy, but too far, and Parks keeps it in. Quas gets the puck taken away, and here comes Mensa. Mensa in the corner, tying it up, trying to waste time. 3-on-2 in the corner. Still tied up. Rice is able to take it now behind his own net. Try to get away, but White with the takeaway. Poke check. Parks with a great defensive play to not allow a shot to get off. Murphy gets it around Slager. Murphy with a shot. It's blocked by Parks, and he sends it up into the netting. With one.
That looked like it might have stung a little bit. Parks was just getting rid of that any way he could. He's getting off the ice now to maybe rub some dirt in the wound there. But yeah, he took that right to the stomach and then just flipped it out. Blow the whistle, get me off the ice.
Quas able to win the faceoff. Able to get out. Here we go. We got 2-on-1 now. Quas with Bacon. Quas with a shot. And glove save there by Stanley.
You see Quas was going for it right there. He wanted the off-the-pad rebound, and Bacon was going to be in a perfect place. The far-powered shot is never a bad idea on a 2-on-1. He just didn't quite put it hard enough so that Stanley wasn't able to just cover it right up.
The Vipers are taking their timeouts. They got 1:30 left. Most likely they're going to be pulling the goalie.
I think this would be an indicator that now is the time. We'll see if it pays off for them. They haven't really been able to maintain a lot of zone time, but maybe with 6-on-5 they'll be able to organize the chaos and make something happen. Minute 30 is a long time, but a lot of teams work on this in-zone face-off, 6-on-5, a lot. So they might be discussing that now, maybe for the first time, or maybe this is something they've done regularly in practice. We'll see.
Absolutely is. They've had success, as you said, in the offensive zone. They're doing a really good job for controlling. But you know what will happen once Leo is able to clear the puck? Are they even going to be able to get out of their own zone? Because the forecheck of Leo is so strong. And they have a bunch of fast players like Calhoun and Mensa and White who are able to pressure the defense, making them put the pucks where they don't want to.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not going to make much of a difference now. Schifferle is on the bench.
6-on-5 as the Vipers have the goalie pulled. 1 minute, 30 seconds here to tie this up. Leo's up 2-1. Calhoun and Davis on the faceoff. Davis wins it, puts it, finds Bacon. Bacon circles around. Puts it up top to Knutson with a shot. Deflection just goes wide. Rebound. Kaufman couldn't get it. Puts it up top to Knutson. Knutson with a trying to put it down low. Deflection. And Reith finds Quas. Quas tries center right there. White takes it now. Moves it up to Mensa. Mensa, great play there by defense. Leo won a penalty. They shoot it down, and they score.
That can't be a goal. That was offsides.
No goal.
I think the face-off's all the way down. I was under the impression that if you shoot the puck on net while you're offsides, it's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was just getting excited. It's not going to be all the way down. Schifferle's going to have to come back, huh?
Less than a minute here. Quas and Calhoun. Quas is able to win. Sorry, that's Duke. Duke's able to win the faceoff. Finds Slager. Slager is pressured there by Calhoun. Mensa gets around Duke. 2-on-1 here. Calhoun with a backhand off the blocker of Schifferly. 41.7 left. For the Vipers, they have to get the puck down, and they have to set up in the offensive zone to be able to get Schifferly off the ice.
They're not going to have a lot more chances. Whether they go for the goalie pull or not, they need to get into the attacking end and throw everything but the kitchen sink. They've only got less than a minute now, so.
Duke and Calhoun once again. Tied up. Calhoun ties up Duke. Puck is in the skates. Bacon now. Gets it out. But too far for the reach of Sliger. And Reed picks it up. Isn't able to get it out. Here comes Quas. Quas tried to pass it there to Sliger, but isn't able to do so. Net is empty. 17 seconds left. Knutson puts it up to Sliger. Finds Quas, who gets hit by Calhoun. And Reith takes it around. He's got 7 seconds off the ice. 5 seconds. Mensa got a chance. And he's going to put it in for the empty net. With .2 left on the clock. This one will count. And Leo's going to take home with the victory.
Yeah, somewhat of a dagger there. I mean, for a long time, it's been looking bleaker and bleaker for the Fort Wayne Vipers in this game, and that's just nail in the coffin, courtesy of Cole Mensa. What a year Mensa's been having so far, though. Yeah, and they'll run that timeout, huh?
Leo gained their first victory here on the season, defeating the Fort Wayne Vipers 3-1. Carter Davis getting that short-handed goal with about a little over 5 minutes left. And that changed everything in this game. Got anything else, Eric?
Yeah, you're going to be here tomorrow if anybody's looking to watch some hockey. Tomorrow, Friday, basically all weekend.
Saturday, Sunday.
There's going to be a USPHL showcase here. Come on down and check it out. It'll be a fun time. Aside from that, happy Halloween from me.
We thank you guys for watching this edition of high school hockey here on Summit City Sports. Drive safe. Tell somebody that you love them. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better.